Welcome dear students. So student, we have already started chapter that is real number, and we have completed first practice set of this lesson, that is 2.1. all right. So in 2.1 mainly we have seen how to recognize the rational number as a terminating type or non-terminating recurring type. Okay, and we have seen that conversion of a decimal form into p upon q, and how to convert p upon q form into a decimal form. All right. So now today we will start practice set 2.1, and before starting 2.1, let's see some point. Okay, so on page number 21 here given that, let's recall. So the number root 2 and root 3 shown on a number line are not a rational number, means they are irrational numbers. And in this practice set we have to see how to draw irrational number on a number line. Okay, so these root 2 and root 3 like numbers are irrational number. Now student, first of all, what is irrational number? Okay, so on page number 23 it is given that a number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-recurring is irrational number. Okay, now here the definition of irrational number is given, and here it is said that a number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating. Now what does it mean non-terminating? That means after division, if the remainder like this, if the remainder is not equals to 0, then it is non-terminating. That means it will continue to any number. Okay, any set of a number. Okay, and first of all it is non-terminating, and second thing, it should be non-recurring. Now what does it mean by non-recurring? Non-recurring means a number which do not repeat their values after decimal point, like here 1 point. Okay, so here the decimal numbers are not repeating, like here we have seen in terminating type. Okay, here non-terminating and recurring type, that means here after the decimal the number will be repeated. That means this set of a number will repeating after 7. Okay, but in the non-recurring type, what does it mean? The number won't be repeat, the number not repeated after the decimal. Okay, so this is the irrational number. So the root 2, root 3, root 4, root 5, like these numbers are irrational numbers. Why? Because their decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-recurring type. Okay, so here that's it. And the pi, the value of pi is also, it is a irrational number. Okay, that means the pi value is the decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-recurring. And on page number 24 and 25. Okay, so student, we will start practice at 2.2, and we will cover all this point which are given before the practice set. So let's start question number 1. All right, so question number 1 is, show that 4 root 2 is an irrational number. 4 irrational number means, just now we have seen that the decimal expansion of a number, it will be non-terminating and non-recurring. So we have to prove here that 4 root 2 is an irrational number. All right, so let's start solving. So student, I'm writing a step and I will explain you step by step. Okay, so the number is given that 4 root 2. Okay, so here first we were, in this case what we will do here, first we will assume, that means we will suppose that this 4 root 2 number is rational number. Okay, then we know that this number is not a rational number, right? So we will assume that this number is rational number, and then we will prove that. So this assumption, our assumption that this is a rational number, this is a contradiction. That means this is not possible that root 4 root 2 is a rational number. So at last we will prove that our assumption is wrong or contradictory. That's why this number is not rational number. That means this is an irrational number. Okay, so the proof is so simple. Just we have within few steps we will solve this question. So let's first assume. Okay, solution here, solution will be starting. So here we will prove, we will first assume that let 4 root 2 is a rational number. Okay, we will assume, then we will prove that this is contradiction, rational number. Okay, and therefore 4 root 2 rational number. Now rational number are in the form of p upon q, right? So it is rational number. So rational number will be equal to in the form of a P upon Q. And here in bracket we will write where P and Q are what? They are integers. Okay, in rational number we have integers and Q is not equal to 0. Okay, this we have to write in bracket. Now after this what we will do here, student, we will do here cross multiplication. Okay, here cross multiplication. That means root 2 will be as it is. Root 2 is equals to P. Here 4 will comes here in the denominator. 4 Q. Okay. Now after this step, the above equation, it shows that root 2 is a rational number. Okay. And which is a contradictory. That means which is not possible. So here we will write the above equation shows that root 2 is a rational number. Okay. Rational number which is not possible, or we can write here which is contradictory. That means our assumption is contradictory or wrong, because here we will write because root 2 is a irrational number. That means root 2 is an irrational number. That's why our assumption, that means we have here assumed that this can be rational number. That is wrong. So this irrational number. Therefore, our assumption was wrong. And our assumption is wrong. Therefore, 4 root 2 is an irrational number. So student, this is how we have to solve this type of a question. Just simple. Only this thing should be remember. First you will assume that this number which is given like root 2, root 3 is a rational number. Then after doing this two step, we will say that as this is not possible, our assumption is contradictory, and therefore our assumption was wrong, and this is an irrational number. So this is so simple type of question, and this practice at 2.2 is so simple. Okay, now let's solve question number 2. Okay, so question number 2 is prove that 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. Same proof will be there, same format will be there, just here 3 plus root 5 is given. Okay, so let's see how it should be solved. So first we will write here, I'm writing here question number 2. Okay, so question number 2 is we have to write here 3 plus root 5. Alright, so it is 3 plus root 5. We have to show that this is an irrational number. So same we will do it. We will first assume, let's assume that 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. Here we will assumption will be our wrong. Okay, it is a rational number, and therefore as it is rational number, so this 3 plus root 5 will be equal to what? Student, this will be equal to P upon Q, because this is a form of a rational number. Okay, now what we will do here, this root 5 will be as it is. Root 5 is equals to P upon Q, and this 3 will goes here and becomes minus 3. Okay, now what we will do here, student, we will write here root 5. Now here we will do we will take LCM. Okay, and that means P minus, after taking the LCM, 3Q upon Q. Alright, so this is what? This is the above equation shows. Alright, so same format we have to follow. We will write here the above equation. Now above equation means here this root 5 is equals to P minus 3Q upon Q. So this above equation shows that the above equation shows that root 5 is a irrational number. Root 5 is a irrational number. Oh, sorry, root 5 is a rational number. Root 5 is a rational number which is contradiction. That means which is not possible only. Contradiction. And because root 5 is, here new step, root 5 is a irrational number. So as it is irrational number, so therefore our assumption was wrong. And as our assumption was wrong, root 5 is what? Sorry, not root 5. 3 plus root 5 is a irrational number. Assumption was wrong, and therefore 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. So student, this is how it should be solved. Irrational number within a 2 step only. Just we have to assume that in the form of a rational number, then we will show that this is a contradiction, because this cannot be this cannot be rational number, therefore it is an irrational number. Okay student, let's solve question number 3. And our question number 3 is represent the numbers root 5 and root 10 on a number line. So student, first of all we have to show two numbers on a number line. So how we will show these irrational number on a number line? We know root 5 and root 10 are irrational number. Okay. Now to solve this, student, first what we will do here, first we will do some here. Okay, now how to know that on which point it should be there, like root 5 and root 10. So first of all what we will do here, student, we will draw a perpendicular. Okay, sorry, here for suppose we will make here from 0 only. Okay, so from 0 what we will do, we will draw a right angle triangle. Okay, and here root 5 is there, na, root 5. So here we will write root 5, and here it will be 1 unit. We will take a distance like 1 unit only. Okay, then on this number line we will know that on which point we have to draw the root 5. Okay, so for suppose this triangle will be OAM. Okay, OAM, it will be right angle triangle. Now why we are doing this rough work? Because we have to draw root 5 on a number line, and for this we should know that on which number we have to draw, or we have to take root 5. Okay, and that drawing of root 5 procedure is different. So let's solve first. So by applying Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem is hypotenuse square is equals to sum of square of another two sides. Okay, so OM square, here OM square is equals to OA square plus AM square. All right, so OM square is root 5 square, and OA square we have to calculate it, and AM square is we have taken as 1 unit. Okay, so 1 square. Now here it will be 5 is equals to OA plus 1, OA square plus 1. Now OA square will be on this side only, and it will be 5 minus 1. All right, so OA square is equals to 4, and OA is equals to root 4. So OA will be 2. Now here we are getting OA as 2. That means here we will draw a like perpendicular. Okay. So first this step is different. Okay, this rough work will not be included. You will not include it in the solution. This I have shown that how to draw that how we can take root 5 on a number line. Okay, now we will do the actual solution. So student, actual solution will be starting from here. Okay, solution. Now I am writing step by step, and I will show you how to draw this on a number line. Okay, now we will write the proper step. Okay, so first we will write here, we have to draw a number line first. We will draw a number line, and this is our number line, and the number line we will take as L. Okay, so L is our number line. First draw a number line L, and here take OA is equals to 2 unit. Okay, now here we are getting 2 unit. OA is equals to 2 unit. For suppose this point will be our O. Okay, I am writing here this point our O, and this point is A. Okay, so first we will draw a perpendicular. Okay, perpendicular. Take distance OA as equals to 2, which we have calculated from here. Okay, but this will not, you will include it in the solution. Sorry. So now let's draw a number line that is 2. It will be 1 unit. Okay. So after drawing this, we can write here, draw a perpendicular on point A. So just now we have drawn a perpendicular on point A, and MA is equals to 1 unit. So the name we can give as A. Oh, sorry, MA. So this will be our MA, and this is 1 unit. Okay. Now we will join OM. Okay. First we will write now joined OM. So this is all our construction part. So we will join here OM. Okay. Dash. Now next is, now we have joined OM. Now here we are getting the right angle triangle. Okay. So right angle triangle here, this is different part. Now here in triangle OAM, is a right angle triangle. Sorry, in triangle OAM will be right angle triangle. So as this is the right angle triangle, we can apply a Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so this is our 1 unit. Okay, now on Pythagoras theorem, this will be our hypotenuse. So it will be OM square is equals to OA square plus AM square. Okay. Now OA square is 2 units. So it will be 2 square, and AM we have taken as 1 unit. So this will be 4 plus 1, 5. So OM square is equals to 5. So OM will be root 5. Okay. Now we are getting here OM as root 5. Now what we will do, student, we will draw here root 5 on a number line. Okay, so OM we will take as a radius, and taking a distance as a radius, we will draw an arc. Okay, we will draw an arc on a number line. Okay, so the arc which we have drawn just now, and it will intersect the number line, and that point will be our root 5. So on this point, okay, I am drawing a big arrow. On this point is our root 5, and we will give the name as N. Okay, so this will be our N, and N is equals to root 5. Okay, so this much distance is equals to root 5. So OM. Okay, so OM is equals to ON, and which is root 5 on a number line. Now student, here you can write here that how you should know now how we have drawn a number root 5 on a number line. So here we can write as, take radius OM on compasses and draw an arc. Okay, so this will be your point note. Okay, note that you should remember how to draw this. Okay, so this is how we have we have shown root 5 on a number line, and similarly we will show root 10 on a number line. So let's solve that. Alright students, so after showing root 5, we will show now root 10 on a number line, and for that also we have taken L as a number line. Now here just like in previous question, we have taken we have seen that we have solved here a rough work that on number line how unit should be taken to draw root 5. Now on here also we will do a rough work that we should know that how many centimeters should be taken, or how many units should be taken on number line to draw root 5. So let's do here. Like here again we will draw so we have drawn a right angle triangle like ABC. So just apply a Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. Alright. So our AC square is root 10 square, which the value which is given in the question, that we will take as a hypotenuse. Okay. And AB square is 1 unit plus BC square we have to find out. Okay. So BC square is equals to 10 minus 1. So it will be 9. Alright. So BC is equals to root 9. So BC is equals to 3. That means here we have to take a distance of 3 unit from the origin or from the 0. Alright. So let's now we will do a solution. So just now we have drawn a perpendicular, right? So on a perpendicular from a point 3, and this distance will be our 1 unit, and we will join here. Here we will write steps for later. First we will draw a diagram. Okay, so here we have drawn a perpendicular here, and we have joined this sides. Okay, now let's give a naming. Like this will be our point O, this will be our A, and yes, now start writing the solution. This is, sorry, here I am writing solution. So in solution we will write first, draw. Student, each and every step you have to write very clearly. Okay, draw a number line L, and take OM is equals to 3 unit. And why we have take this OM is equals to 3 unit, we have done here. Okay, so OM, so this will be our point M. OM is equals to 3 unit, and draw what? Draw MN perpendicular, or draw MN. Okay, this will be N. Draw MN perpendicular on point M. Sorry, here draw N perpendicular. Draw perpendicular on point M. Okay, such that MN, this MN is equals to 1 unit. Okay, now after that what we will do, we have get here right angle triangle. So in right angle triangle OMN, we will apply here a Pythagoras theorem. This is our hypotenuse. ON square is equals to OM square plus MN square. So our OM square, this is 3 units. So 3 square plus MN is 1 unit. Okay, 1 square. So 3 square will be 9 plus 1. So it will be 10. So ON is equals to root 10. Okay, now how we will draw this on number line? Similarly, just we have done in previous section, we will take ON as a radius, and we will draw an arc. Alright, I am drawing here bigger arc so that you all can understand properly. So here this point, okay student, I am writing here with another pen, this which I have drawn with a red line. So this is our red pen, this is our root 10 on a number line from point O. Okay, now so student, this is how to draw root 5 and root 10 on a number line. So here you can add one line that take radius ON in compass and cut arc and number line, that is ON, ON is equals to, this point will be our P. ON is equals to OP is equals to root 10. So student, this is how the irrational number should be drawn on a number line. Okay student, question number 4 is, write any 3 rational numbers between the 2 numbers given below. Okay, so this is so simple type of a question. We have to write just any 3 rational number between the number range which is given here. Okay, so I am giving you a very simple type of a solution. Let's see. So question number 1 is, we have write here 0.2 and minus 0.5. That means we have to write the any 3 rational numbers between this range. Okay, now what we will do here, we will write first number line like here. So first negative numbers will come now. So we will write here minus 0.5, minus 0.4, minus 0.3, minus 0.2, minus 0.1, then 0 in between, then 0.1, 0.2 and 0.3. Okay, so minus 0.5 till 0.3. So you can take any three rational number in between these ranges. Okay, and student, one thing I will tell you that your this answer will be vary from your textbook question, okay, textbook answer. Okay, because there are infinite numbers between these two range. Okay, infinite numbers, rational numbers between two numbers. Okay, so you can take any three, you can write any three rational number between this range. Okay, so this we have completed question number 1. Now let's take question number 2. So we have to write numbers between minus 2.3 and minus 2.33. Okay, now here 2.3 is there and here 2.33 is there. So here we can write here 2.3 because after decimal we can write 0. Okay, and next is minus 2.330. Okay, so let's write like we have did in question number 1. So this will be, I'm writing with blue pen. So this will be minus 2.300 first. All right, then minus 2.301, minus 2.302, minus 2.303, minus 2.304, the next minus 2.305 up to last minus 2.330. Okay, so our first number is this and last number is this. So you can take any three rational numbers in between these two numbers. All right, now let's solve question number 3. So question number 3 is, we have to write the rational numbers between 5.2 and 5.3. So let's start writing the number line, not number line, that numbers on the number line. So 5.2 is there na, so we can write here 5.20. After decimal we can add 0. Okay, so first we will write 5.20, then 5.21, 5.22, 5.23, then 5.24 up to 5.30. Okay, so any three numbers you can take. Then last question is sorry, minus 4.5 and minus 4.6. So after decimal again we are writing here 0, 4.60. So let's start writing. Here we will write minus 4.50, minus 4.51, minus 4.52, then 4.53, then up to minus 4.60. Okay, so you can take any three numbers and you can write in your question. Sorry, you can answer. So student, again I am telling that this answer will be vary from your textbook answer. Okay, so student, here we have completed our practice set 2.2. I hope you all have understood very easily. All right, and next practice set we will do in our next session. Thank you all of you.